Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. And tonight, our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Young in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Santi Aldama is out there with Williams, and it's Jackson in at center. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now here's Williams. It's Jackson atop the key. Memphis moving that ball around. Shot clock at 5. Bane for 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now, here's Hunter. Capella with a screen on Williams. Hunter no good. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got the game going here with the first basket for Memphis.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Back to Young. Aldama with the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Bane, no good. And the Hawks with possession. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And that one's good, Morant.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Morant. Good work defensively by Capella.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot. The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson. And that's now 6 points for John Morant.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get free t-shirts. Show us what you got.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Santi Aldama. Jackson comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Morant. Atlanta also making some changes here. Nancy's checked in for Hunter. Reza Shea is coming in for Bogdanovich. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Trae Young. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Nance outside. Capella kicks to Nance. Here is Daniels, guarded by Smart. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good, Reza Shea.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Ricochet thrives in that role.
Smart with the ball. Pass to Edie. Here's Bain. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Nance. And here is Johnson. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Outside, Bain. And Capella sends it back. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Here's Young. Break since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edie in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group from Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Clark, the pass to Smart. Takes a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Smart's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
Look, and when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic.
Now here's Nance. Hasn't made one yet. Young against Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And that one falls for Jackson. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Checked in for Jaron Jackson.
Number 14, Zach Edey.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Nance finds Bogdanovich. Morant against Young. 6 to shoot. Morant with some nice D. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Tough move by Morant, taking the shot and absorbing the foul.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
RJ, Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
That one is off.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Jalen Johnson's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Rizashay. That one is no good. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And the 3-ball is good.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Steps back. Outside for Smart. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant looking around. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Johnson outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Now, here is Young. From deep. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
First one falls for him. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Dyson Daniels checked in for the Hawks. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And at last, they get one to fall. Morant's got 10.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And that one drops. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively, so what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. You know, they're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Bogdanovic are the guards. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. To the inside. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bane. Morant's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bane was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And they double up Morant. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
The Hawks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Johnson outside for the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Morant passes to Bane.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Count that bucket. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And here is Capella. No scoring in this one. Pass to Johnson for the tie. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. Aldama finds Jackson. Here's Morant. Takes the 3. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 3. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Morant dishes to Williams. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Hunter with some nice defense. Young passes to Johnson. Hunter kicks to Johnson. Pass to Young. Clock at 6. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Edie's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Outside, Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Young looking around. Capella with a screen on Morant. Young from outside.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by a bucket. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. Edie out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And that one's good by Clark.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Rizachet. Young outside. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The Hawks trail by 4. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. Grizzlies shooting well, 50% from the floor. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Let's give a warm welcome to your Grizzlies Breakers.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Edie. Santi Aldama comes in for Clark. And it's Williams in for Smart. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Johnson in for Rizachet. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up, guys.
Thanks, David.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Capella against Jackson. Capella kicks to Young. Johnson with a screen on Morant. Young's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Morant. Pass to Aldama. Morant outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Aldama. Off target from outside. The Hawks trail by 4. Inside, Johnson, the pass to Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And Young
such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a three-point game. Young inside. He's guarded by Williams. Young's shot is good.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Morant outside. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Young against Morant. Young's shot is off. And the Grizzlies with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Morant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
That's good from Morant.
That and one free throw ups it to a two-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
All right, fans, it's downtown time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Give yourself a round of applause.
Here's Young. Over Morant. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Shooting two. We got this. We got this.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
It's your hot spot. Get down and let them hear it. Who wants a free t-shirt? Get on your feet and walk home.
29 seconds left in the fourth. Not enough on that one as it misses.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step of becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.